Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I hope all of you are well. I am Rizwana Mukhtar, lecturer, Department of Physics, Milestone College. I humbly welcome all the students of class 9 in our Milestone College. Today is the first class of physics. This class is supposed to be held in your classroom, but due to coronavirus, we are not able to take our regular classes. So I am here to take online class. You all know that we are passing through a very critical time. So don't go outside unnecessarily. If it's essential to go outside, then must follow the rules and regulations which are given by the World Health Organization and Health Ministry of Bangladesh. As today is the first class of physics, so at first I would like to say something about physics and physics department. As you all know that physics is a very important subject as you are the students of science. If you want to obtain good result in SSC, then you must do well in physics. In every year, our department achieve good results in board exams, and it's only happened due to the good chain of command. To solve any type of problem regarding physics, we have subject teachers, subject in charge, and at last our departmental head sir. So with the help of sir, we can solve any critical situation. To achieve best result, practical plays a vital role. We have some well decorated and rich physics lab in every science building. These labs are operated by our expert lab teachers. Many of you can think that online classes are not effective, but I don't believe in it. Our online classes are decorated in two parts. On the first part, we will provide you pre-recorded video classes, and in second part, we will take live classes. So, during class time, you can watch these pre-recorded video classes. If you don't understand any point, then make a list of it, because our second part of online teaching is live class. During live class, you can ask your problem to your respective subject teachers, and this subject teacher will surely help you to make it understand. So, I hope this online class will help you for your better study at home. So, before starting our class, I would like to discuss about the marks distribution of physics. In physics, you have to answer 100 marks. Firstly, creative questions or CQ. You have to answer 5 creative questions out of 8, and each creative question consists 10 marks. So we can write that creative questions consist 50 marks. Second is multiple choice question or MCQ. MCQ consists 1 marks each, and you have to answer 25 MCQs. So we can write that 25 marks from MCQ. And the last one is practical. In practical, you have to answer 25 marks as well. So here you can see that in total you have to answer 100 marks. Now the marks distribution of creative questions. In creative questions there will be a stem, and after stem you can see there are 4 questions. Number 1, knowledge based question or question A. This type of question can come directly from your book, either a definition or any statement of scientist, and consist 1 marks. So question number A consists 1 marks. Now question B, which is comprehensive based question, and in that type of question you have to answer anything which you understand, and this B question carries 2 marks. So from B you will get 2 marks. Now application based question. In C question you have to solve any mathematical problem, and the data will provide directly in the STEM, and this question carries 3 marks. And question D. This type of question is known as the higher ability based question. Then you also have to solve a mathematical problem, but this problem may be difficult from question C, and this question carry 4 marks. So, you can see in total 10 marks. I am going to discuss about your first chapter, which is physical quantities and measurement. Our today's topic of discussions are physics, development of physics, measurement and unit of measurement. Now first topic is physics. As you all know that physics is the ancient science. We can describe physics in such way that the branch of science which deals with matter and energy is known as physics. And the main objectives of physics is to establish the relation between matter and energy, and it expressed on the basis of observation, experimentation and analysis. Development of physics. We can say that modern civilization is the product of science. Now we are living at the golden era of science, but it took thousands of years to come at this situation. And behind this, numerous scientists contribute. Firstly, I would like to say about Thales. The great scientist Thales is famous for the prediction of solar eclipse. He also known the magnetic properties of lead stone, gold crown and bathtub. Yes, I am telling about the Greek scientist Archimedes, who is famous for describing the impurity of matter, and he is also discussed about the principle of lever. Once he said, if you give me a lever and a piece of land to stand, then I will move the world. Arab scientist also contributes a lot. Ibn al-Haytham is famous for his contribution in optics. He is the first who described that lights travel in straight line. I would like to say something about Galileo. He is the first scientist who believed that experiment is the authenticity of any science work. He is the first one who practically showed to everyone about the laws of falling bodies, later on which is established by Newton. Scientist Sir Isaac Newton, who is famous for giving the gravitational law, laws of falling bodies. He also contribute in optics, heat, and he is the one who established another branch of mathematics which is known as calculus. At the end of 19th century, Rontgen discovered X-rays and Becquerel discovered the radioactivity of uranium. And these two inventions do a lot in the development of modern science. On Marie Curie and Pierre Curie developed a lot radioactivity and pre-radioactivity properties. In the 20th century, surprising events took place in physics, where Max Planck invented the quantum theory. On the other hand, Albert Einstein discovered theory of relativity, which changed the scenario of physics. At last, I would like to say about the great scientist Satyendranath Basu, a professor of University of Dhaka. He contributes a lot in theoretical physics. Recognition of his contribution, one kind of elementary particle is named after his name, which is known as boson particle. See that science is improved gradually, and we can't deny the contribution of any scientist. This numerous number of scientists, now we are in this condition as we are enjoying the golden era of science. Now our third topic of discussion is measurement. Measurement, to measure anything, is related most to our daily activities. If you want to buy anything, you need to know the measurement. Actually, measurement means to measure anything. In general, we can say that measurement, the most used activities in our daily life. If you want to buy something from market, we need to know the measurement or the amount. So in general, we can say that determining the quantities of anything is called measurement. Suppose you want to buy rice, So you have to mention the shopkeeper the amount of rice. If you say 5, then the shopkeeper will not understand anything. But if you say that I want to buy 5 kg of rice, then it will be easier the shopkeeper to understand you. So here you can see that to measure anything, there's two things needed. One is number and another one is unit. Suppose someone asked you that the distance between your house to your school. If you answered that 70, then 70 what? The person will not understand anything. But if you specifically say that the distance between your house and school is 70 meter, then the person will understand it. So to measure anything, you can see that here two things is needed. One is number and another one is unit. Here meter is the unit. So our next topic of discussion is unit of measurement. A standard is essential, comparing with which any measurement is done. These standard quantities are known as the unit of measurement. Here you can see that 70 meter. Meter means the unit of distance. Similarly, we can say that 30 seconds. Here the second is the unit of measuring time. If anything is 5 kg, then here 5 is the number and kg is the unit of measurement of mass. So in that way we can determine the unit of measurement. All of you understand these 4 topics of our today's discussion. That's all for today. I hope all of you understand our today's topic. Stay home, stay safe.